Hi, I'm Mark Drury. Welcome to Locate, Stimulate, and Illuminate. About 7 or 8 years ago, my brother and I made a commitment to start a company and keep it the most exciting and informative video production company on the market. We also made another commitment way back then, to keep our footage 100% wild and 100% fair chase, and we've done that. I think Locate, Stimulate, Illuminate stands as testimony to that commitment to you, the viewer. So sit back and enjoy, because I think you're really going to like what we've got in store for you. The first hunt finds our Uncle Marvin doing what he likes to do best, hunting turkeys. It's opening day. The wind was howling, there was a light dusting of snow on the ground, and the temperatures were bone-chilling. But nothing was going to stop Uncle Marvin from chasing these grand old birds. Marvin is joined today by our good friends Jason and Keenan Maddie.
walk by. Ika.
Oh, what a sport.
Snow, wind, and he gets him a bird.
Nice
All right.
bit.
What do you think of that, buddy?
Hey, that's a
What,
pretty
you got about
bird.
a 9-inch bird on him?
He about
Yeah.
a two
About a two-year-old.
two-year-old bird.
Yeah, good
20
healthy
away.
bird. He must have been doing a little fighting.
Yeah.
He's all,
Look at there.
he's been strutting too, look at that.
Got them
Yeah.
all wore off.
Yeah, he's been around.
Pretty.
Yeah.
That is something. But I'll tell you what, that is great. I love it.
It's still a thrill.
Love this sport, don't you?
Oh, man.
Especially when they come in like that, you're just sitting there looking around because we got this one over here gobbling at us, and all of a sudden you
Couple
turn
of 'em
around.
here.
I'm just looking, and all of a sudden he's just standing there, just looking around. He
I
was
didn't
wanting to
shoot
get
him
to
when I
that
got the
hen for the
jibber.
old big one down there did, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's gonna try to
Oh.
sneak in.
he's gonna steal that hen from him.
And
What time
you,
is it?
It's not even 7 o'clock.
that'll work. That'll work.
20 minutes.
20 minutes shoot that right here.
20 minutes.
20
That'll
minutes.
work. Hey, well,
Up here,
we
we
got a
told
lot
you
of
to get
birds.
your
I tell you what, there's still a lot of them in here.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we could probably jump 2 ridges over and want to call another one up.
What did we say? If you come up here, we'll get your bird.
You said that.
Early morning bird. Warm up a little bit. Get some breakfast. This morning,
Locate. Location sounds are very important to every turkey hunter. Before you can hunt that turkey, you have to know where he's at. You have to get him to give his location up. You do that in many different ways, whether you're owl hooting, crow calling, using dead silence, using the howl of a coyote, or whether it's just a plain old turkey call. Certain elements you should look for in a turkey call and certain points I can give you to help you within your location. Look for a locator call that, number one, is very loud, it reaches a high decibel level, and also look for a locator call that is very high pitched. In other words, it's a very high frequency sound. High frequency sounds travel farther. When they get to their intended target, they're clear. High frequency sounds are also very directional in nature. They're much like a beam of a flashlight. They go out and they start to open up when they get out there fairly far. Low frequency sounds are omnidirectional. They radiate from the source. They go in all different directions. A turkey drumming is a case in point. It's an omnidirectional sound. It's very hard to course where that drumming's coming from. That's why high frequency sounds are better locator sounds. They're also better within your own turkey calls because they take that signal and they take it in one direction and then it takes it farther. It'll take it to a target, and when it gets to that target, it's clearer. He can understand it, he can hear it better. That's why I think they're so very, very important within your locator calls. One other tip that I might give you is direct that call in different directions. Hit your owl this way, hit your crow call down here. Maybe you're gonna coyote call back the other ridge. Go to an intended target because that high frequency sound will reach further when you direct it that way. And I think you'll become a better turkey hunter. Now let's join in as world champion callers Steve Stoltz and Don Ship double team this early morning longbeard. Through the years, we have developed a complete confidence in Featherflex decoys. When calling any wild game, it is often the case that the animal or bird comes in, doesn't see the source, and quickly retreats. Here, like so many times before, Steve's strategically placed Jake decoy lures this 23-pound gobbler within easy range.
Look at the hooks on that turkey. Oh, darn. I want to tell you what a beautiful, beautiful bird. I want to tell you, look at the beard. Beautiful. I think this turkey weighs about 25 pounds.
I'd say 25.
He is a super, super hawk. Don, thanks. I'll tell you that the two-man concept worked well on this turkey. I want to promise you. And you know, we came in here last night, and you was saying it was real windy last night. You got out the turkeys had already went to roost. We couldn't get nothing to gobble. And we finally got out the Aluminator, which is, we've found it's almost foolproof. I mean, in a sense, because it slices through the wind.
That's right.
It's got that high frequency, and you hit that Aluminator, and 3 of them answered out here on these points. And we picked this one out. I don't know why. I guess this is the easiest one to get
That's
to
right.
down this point.
Perfect setup.
So we had them located and came in here tight, and this is a perfect setup to set decoys. Now, we were a little bit further away from him than we like to set up, but heck, there's a lake on the other side of this turkey, so
right.
You almost know that he's going to
That's
come
right.
up this point.
He's really only got one way that he really wants to go.
I know she was
Perfect
using
setup.
that highball, and I want
right.
to tell you, when Mark and Tad got together and designed the high-frequency series of calls, and especially the Aluminator, with putting a T6 aluminum in a pot, they didn't do a favor to these turkeys at all.
I guarantee you.
I want to tell you, I don't know how I ever turkey hunted without these things.
Using the highball and the Illuminator, it's the best thing that I've used yet. I
I
mean, especially
promise
on
you.
striking turkeys and working them in close with that highball, that high-pitched sound. They can't stand it.
We've had unbelievable success. Well, thanks. That was a wonderful
Super,
hunt.
super.
Thanks, Don.
A good turkey.
Don had roosted no less than 6 gobbling turkeys the previous evening. However, roosted ain't always roasted. It's now 9:15, and Don is settling into his 5th calling position of the morning.
What a beautiful morning. What a morning. Get this bird tagged. Most states you got to tag them immediately after you kill. Missouri's that way. It's been a super morning. I have to say again, that Aluminator, these high frequency calls, calling high pitch on anything you got, the higher pitch you can call, the better off, you're gonna be in the long run. Well, I'm gonna get on out of the woods. There's still 5 or 6 more turkeys gobbling. These other boys may want to try to get on one in a minute.
Stimulate. How are you going to stimulate that turkey? How are you going to send the clear message to him that you're a hot hen and you want him to come from where he's at to you and mate with you? Well, you need to stimulate him. You need to tell him that. You need to bring that message forward through your calling. Don't do the same series of calls over and over and over and over. Don't be monotone. If I stood here and talked to you in the same tone for over an hour, it probably wouldn't mean very much to you. But if I influctuate and I put different tones in my voice, then it's going to mean something. I'm going to grab your attention and I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to tell you something. You're going to listen to what I'm telling to you. That's the same thing you're doing with your calls out there in the woods. It's just like pressing the pedal in your car. The fuel's there, but that car's not going to go unless you give it the gas. We've put the fuel in the calls. The Super Aluminator, the Super Carbonator, Highball, Dead Silence. These calls peak out at hertz levels that are hard for you and I to even hear, but those turkeys can hear them. But you have to take them there. You've got to stimulate that turkey. Bring the message forth with your calling. I think you'll be a more successful turkey hunter. Now, here's outdoor writer Mike Hanback. Let's listen in as he stimulates an entire flock of eastern wild turkeys.
lunch. 6:15. This is a very nice 3-year-old turkey. At least a 3-year-old turkey. Really nice beard, and this is probably one of the most awesome morning hunts you'll ever really have on a situation like this, because we didn't have any birds located, no birds roosted. We said no problem, that's okay. We went to a place that we knew there were turkeys traditionally in the area and came in. Heard one turkey gobble as soon as we got out of the truck, kind of drew a line on him. Slipped in, kind of hooted at him a couple of times. Cow, cow, 3 or 4 turkeys gobbled on this point here. So we moved in, got in as tight as possibly could, set up, started hearing hens yelping. That was the key right there. We heard the hens yelping, we really started hammering the call and cutting. I had a hen right down here in a tree about 60 yards away just cutting at me as hard as she could. So I just did everything she did. I just cut automatically. Yelped, cut, cow, cow, just cut as much as I could. She cut back at me, the gobblers went crazy. We had probably 6 of them on this point here gobbling. And these birds here flew down and actually came straight to us within 15 yards. And the hens are still in the trees cutting, and that really was the point right there. It tells you that, you know, when you got hens in the trees with you and gobblers, I mean, you just gotta hammer your calling, even on the roost. I mean, you may as cut, you know, just cut, yelp, do what the hens are doing, be the first hen on the ground. Worked perfect in this situation. The gobblers flew down, 2 of them together. 2 big long beards came straight to us. The hens are still in the trees. And that is really the point here. A very nice at least a 3-year-old turkey. Huge beard. A classic, awesome morning hunt. Get this turkey and get out of here. It was a great time. One of the best hunts I've had in a long time.
In the last 10 years, turkey vests have undergone a tremendous evolution in design, to the extent that the most modern of versions, like the one Tad Brown is wearing here, will even hold you upright without any other form of support. This vest was introduced in 1996 and is known as none other than the Turkey Lounger. It is without a doubt the most comfortable and functional vest that any of us at Drury Outdoors have ever used.
Lordy. What good spurs. Good grief. No wonder this other turkey over here wouldn't come on in. This turkey a gobbling and him, man, I'm shook. That was such an intense hunt there. Look at those spurs. That's why this turkey he come right up behind us and gobbled. I could not move. And I thought the only chance I had was he would come from my back and come out strut to the decoys, and then as he'd move away, I'd have a shot. And this bird finally shut down and come in quietly. But I know now why that old bird wouldn't come in. I wouldn't want to tangle with him. Those are some nice spurs. Nice beard. That's a heck of a turkey. This in here is so thick. It's all locust trees and multifloral rose. And there's not many places to sit down, and I couldn't get back to the tree because of the thorns. And this bucklick vest has got a seat with a strap. And you put your seat down, and it's got braces in there, and you cinch those dudes down on the side tight, and then it works as a back brace. And man, I was just sitting there comfortable, even though I wasn't against a tree. It kept me there because this was a long hunt. I had to really wait this turkey out, and this weather is poor. But if they're gobbling like that, buddy, I'll hunt it any day, any day. It's a beautiful hunt, beautiful turkey. It's a big turkey. Whew. Look at that turkey. He is beautiful, gorgeous. I am getting out of here before I get away. Whew. Love it, love it, love it.
Are they pretty or what? Yeah. That's a big gobbler there, the strutter. That one. Look at him strut. Yeah. They're both strutting right now. No prettier sight in the world than that right there. I think they'll eventually work their way around that boat. Hopefully they're breaking that hill one at a time. What is that? What's that the way? Yeah, you can knock everything out. They're going over that rise. Yeah. I tell you what, we can get down in here, because it looks like they're heading for that draw over here. If we can get down in this draw and get around on them, we'll have a chance. Yeah, because we got it in here a couple days ago, and there's a deep ditch right there. We can get in that ditch. They're not going to see us. If we make it to that ditch, we've got it. You see any turkeys? No, they went over the rise. Let's make our move, buddy. We've been with them for probably 2 hours. They got out in that field with those hens. Wasn't much we could do with them.
No.
Other than sit there and wait.
Try to figure them out.
That is a really, really fine turkey.
Yeah, right here where we finally got to make the shot. There's this dead tree right here in the way. I'll tell you who we want to try to possibly get a double on, but that tree didn't allow it.
No. Oh, I tell you what, a lot of guys say field turkeys are really tough, and they are. But in the right situation, if you got the terrain where it'll work with you,
That's right.
you can get right with them. And I've had good luck killing field turkeys, but patience is what paid off here.
That's right.
Because we just laid there and watched them turkeys strut with those hens. We knew no amount of calling in the world would get them. And that was probably an hour, hour and a half ago. Finally let them get over the rise. And I think you said, get down in the creek. And that's what worked.
Yeah, and we had been here a day or two ago, and we knew this creek was deep and we could make the move and get right in here on them. They were right there, and we got the call, and he started in gobbling. From there, it went our direction. Fine bird, buddy.
Fine hunt.
I guarantee you, that's fun.
You set it out in that field, you looked over at me and you said, I'd just as soon do this all day as have one run up right in front of you, and
That's right.
that is the truth.
To kill a tough field turkey, it takes just a lot of patience and studying what them birds are doing and going and getting in the right place. And you know, when you get in the right place, then you can call him. If you're in the wrong place, you can call all day and the bird is just not going to come to you.
Plus, getting down here, they started hitting the call.
That's
Up there, nothing. And down here, they ate it up. He gobbled every time I called.
That's right.
Oh, brother. I enjoyed that, buddy.
Buddy.
I haven't ever had the chance to hunt with
That's
you,
right.
but it's been a good one.
I
I
have
promise you.
enjoyed it.
Whew. Getting heavy. Pretty heavy. Aluminate. Why aluminate? What's so important about aluminum? Well, a couple years ago, when Tad Brown dropped a piece of aluminum into an existing pot that we already had at M.A.D calls, he pretty much revolutionized the way we looked at our different calls within our line. Since then, all the tests that we've run, we found out that aluminum, the properties that it has, not only does it sound like a real wild hen turkey, but it also hits 15,000 hertz. We went through several different metals. Tin, we went through stainless steel, regular carbon steel. We tried copper, brass, but only aluminum would give us that consistent 15,000 hertz upper end. And I think that's why it's so important to remember to illuminate, because you get to reach out there, that high frequency sound. High frequency sounds travel better than lower frequencies. It's common knowledge that a high frequency sound is directional. It may travel, say, twice as far as a low frequency sound. I think that when you send that high signal out with the Super Aluminator or the Super Carbonator, you're taking that message and you're sending it farther, and when it gets to the intended target, it's clear. So the next time you go out, remember to illuminate. Sometimes switching from a mouth call to a friction call may be just the trick needed to spark a resistant gobbler. Here, I do exactly that, as I am joined by noted outdoor writer Michael Pierce. All right, Mike. Michael, I've got to say, I've read your stuff for years, and it's a pleasure to have you in hunting with us. I appreciate you coming up from Kansas.
Boy, I love having the invitation. It was great to hunt with you. That was a textbook hunt. I like the way you made him do everything.
Well, it's so nice. One of the things we like most about the Super Aluminator is the unbelievable range it gives you as far as striking turkeys. I mean, we're making turkeys gobble that we really feel like wouldn't gobble to any other call, and we're proving that with these tests we're doing, testing the 5, the 10, and the 15,000 hertz levels. And this guy ate it up. I mean, we struck him at about 250 yards, something like that.
At least, yeah.
And from the moment we struck him, he was just on a steady, even pace all the way in and just worked perfect.
It was neat. I like the versatility of the call. I mean, slate style calls have always had the problem of no volume, but you got loud and located him, and then we got under 100 yards, you toned it down and brought him just right where we needed him. It was an impressive hunt.
One of those that he just acted right, you know? I mean, some of them hang up, some of them go the other way, and this guy, he did us right. Look at the beard on that turkey. Is that exceptional? I mean, what a beard. How long do you think that is? Probably 10 inches?
It's
anyway.
10, a little over maybe.
Good.
Nice
Big
thick
beard.
one, looks like a horsetail.
Big, pretty turkey.
Yeah. My introduction to Iowa turkeys.
I'm excited. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man. I enjoyed that.
We're going to do this again. Excellent. Let's head on out, back on out to the truck. I'm not even going to talk about that shot. I don't know what happened. I felt like I had a good shot on him, and he's got a few shot in his head. I don't know, maybe I pulled just a little bit off or something. Oh, what a beautiful hunt. I tell you what, I learned a lesson last year from my good buddy Gary Harpole over at Heartland Outfitters. He shot a turkey, hit it good, and he just didn't take anything vital out. Turkey pitched out into a field, went about 200 yards, tail went down, the turkey went down. And I felt like I'd made a good shot on this turkey. I felt like I made a good follow-up shot. And the third shot I wasn't sure about. But I just watched that turkey. I didn't run to him or anything. I just marked him where he flew across that field. And he flew all the way across to that big tree just to the left of it. And right when he got to the other side, I saw him going down, tail end first. And I says, I think he just ran out of gas. And luckily he had. As I said, the shot wasn't pretty, but they were beautiful coming across that field. I struck this turkey with a new call, a call that we just came out with this year at M.A.D Calls. This is actually a prototype. And it's along the same lines as the Super Aluminator. It hits 15,000 hertz, and it's called the Super Carbonator. The reason it works, it's a box call, a carbon-faced lid with an aluminum side. And that little combination gives you 15,000 hertz, and it makes it 100% waterproof. So this was the first turkey we've ever actually called to with the Super Carbonator, so it really made it special because of that, gave it special meaning. What a hunt. Oh, pretty, pretty turkeys. Been an awfully good year. He's got a really, really nice long beard. Pretty spurs, almost snow white. I don't know that I've ever seen a turkey with spurs of that color before. Nice and pretty pointy. I think he's probably a 3-year-old turkey. Thank goodness for this open field. That same hunt in the timber and I might have lost that bird. Now, let's join Brother Terry as he tries his luck on a western Oklahoma Rio Grande. Terry chose to set up this evening close to a known roost site in hopes of intercepting a longbeard on his way in.
This appeared to be a whole group of jakes and hens. And we know there's still a longbeard in here. We've got these birds roosted in some trees real close. But there's one other bird, a longbeard, that's gobbling down the creek a little bit. And we're gonna go try and roost him yet this evening and then set up on him in the morning. Two gobblers that are about 300 to 400 yards out in front of us. I've used the illuminator just a little bit, and unbelievable as it may seem, they answered that call from this distance. So I'm gonna try and work them into this position. They're slowly but surely coming in. I'm just gonna take my time. This way. They're coming. They're coming. I don't know that there's anything any prettier or more brilliant than a western Oklahoma Rio Grande turkey. The colors are absolutely gorgeous in these things. You know, that hunt was rather unique in the fact that I was unsuccessful yesterday evening. I was sitting at a roost site in Oklahoma here. You can hunt till late in the evening. And was sitting at a roost site and had several jakes and a few hens come in and flew up. But this particular turkey was roosted down the creek just a little bit further from the group. And I used dead silence and a coyote holler to get this bird to respond on the limb late yesterday evening. came in early this morning, set up as you plan to do. You always want to try and harvest one off the roost. I mean, that's the ideal situation, but for one reason or another, it didn't work out. He got with the hens out in the middle of that green wheat field and was out there strutting and displaying, and I wasn't able to harvest him at that point. But I moved around on him several times and really kept an eye on him and watched him as they left the field and he started to drop his hens. I know it was a distance of probably 350 to 400 yards. I caught him in this tall grass, and he had really lost sight of his hens, or for one reason or another, the hens went off to nest. He had picked up another gobbler and several other hens that had got together. And I had used the Super Aluminator very, very low and seductive. And I couldn't believe that he could respond at a distance of 350 to 400 yards, but it gives you an idea of how far the sound will travel at that frequency of 14 or 15,000 hertz. And he just folded up, both of them, folded up, dropped in, and started to run into my position. And it was rather unique. I missed him with my first shot. Obviously, I didn't hold it tight enough on his head. He was pretty close. He was rather tight to me, and I missed him clean, but I was able to harvest him with the second shot. So I'm gonna head on back to the truck here. Great feeling.
I'm Mark Drury, and as always, I thank you very much for choosing a Drury Outdoors production.
Turkey and get out of here. It was a great time. One of the best hunts I've had in a long time.